First, we got to trade for the Mickey Mouse one. I'm so shocked I found that. Yes, let's go. Hey, Pink Explorers, today we're here at the Magic Kingdom. We're going to be checking out all the pin boards, so let's go. I have my Pink Explorer book here. These are the pins that I brought to trade today. Big Thunder Mountain did a revamp, so we're going to go and check out that ride. Big Thunder Mountain. Let's go. Of this ride. Yes. Big Thunder Mountain is a really good ride, and it is worth the wait. The #1 on the top 10 list here for rides in Magic Kingdom. Now we're going to start our pin trading day here at Critter Co-op. So right here in front of us is Critter Co-op. We're going to go in and check out the pin boards. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay. Can trade on there. I haven't really seen any that we need. The Critter Co-op, there wasn't anything on the pin boards here. We're going to go back here to Tiana's Bayou Adventure and check out the pin board here in the back in the gift shop. As you come off the ride, there'll be a gift shop you can go into. That's where this is going to be. So let's go over here and check it out. Now we're going to go in the exit over here where it says restroom, stroller parking. You'll see at the top Tiana's General Bayou. That's the gift store. Normally these doors are open. They're closed. Are they locked? Whoa, there's nobody there. So first time ever, the doors are locked. I don't know why. Tiana's Bayou was a complete bust. Now we're gonna go in Frontier Trading Post and look at their pin board. So let's go in Frontier Trading Post and look at their pin board. Here's a look at the pin board. F5 Mickey. Okay. Like that Winnie the Pooh's cute. Thank you. Just a Daisy cupcake. I'll trade for that one. Do the cupcake. Pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pins. So they still have some of these pins. Administration Day, they have Nurses Day, and they have Graduation Day. There's this car, such a cool pin. So we did get this one the other day. Really cool 4th of July Mickey, or American Mickey. This is the original skateboard before it lost its trucks. The one I got in another video, I did take these off completely. Now I just have the deck. It's pretty cool, I like it that way. We did find a good pin here on the board. We got the mini cupcake. Yes, and we traded out our last year's pin. It was the, what was it? The cupcake, oh, the Orange Bird cupcake. So we traded out Orange Bird cupcake, and we got the Daisy cupcake. Right up here is the guest experience team. We're gonna go over here and check out their pin board. Let's go over here to the guest experience team and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Oh, look at Duffy down there. I don't really see anything on it that we need. They didn't have anything on the pin board here at the guest experience team. We're gonna keep moving. Now we're gonna go over here to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. When you come off the ride, you end up in the gift shop. Let's go in and check out the pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. High five, Mickey. Is that jam? I like that. That Loungefly, okay. We'll trade for that one. First, we got to trade for the Mickey Mouse one. What are we going to leave in exchange? Let's do the 5K. Trinidad. They got some really cool Coco merch in here. I don't know what sizes these are. They have some big sizes, extra large in the back. Remember me. I like this. How much is that? Doesn't say. Probably $34.99, but I'm not certain. I like that. Some picture frames. They are $34.99. Or they have the Loungefly bag. This is nice too. $80. I wonder why these t-shirts are not marked and everything else is marked. Isn't that weird? No price, but everything else has a price. Remember me. Parts of the Caribbean ride. We did pick up a couple pins. This is Mickey Surfing. Awesome pin. And it is a 2024 pin. Mickey Mouse, let's go. Then I found a Donald one. It is a Loungefly pin. But check this out. It's the Jam. This is an awesome pin. We found some really good pins. Yes, let's go. Jungle Cruise has a 45-minute wait. That's not too bad. Some of the lines today are a lot less than what they normally are. The guest experience team's over there. There's a lot of people over there. The Skipper Cantina usually has a pin board. Let's go over here and see if they do. They didn't really know where their pin board was. But then another one's right here on the corner. Here's a look at that pin board. This one always looks so sad. Let's go ahead and bless this board. I don't know how long it'll last, but there you go. So I just added a pin to that pin board just because it always needs it so bad. And I don't know how long it'll last on there, but we put it on there. We didn't take one though. We just left them because that board never has enough pins. They really need to add some more pins to it. Right over here is Buona Bob's. We're gonna go over to Buona Bob's and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. I don't really see anything on here that we need. Buona Bob's didn't have anything on their pin board. We're gonna go over here to the Christmas store and look in the Christmas store for their pin board. Let's go inside the Christmas shop, check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Don't really see any pins on here that we need. The Christmas shop didn't have any pins on that pin board that we need. We're gonna go over here to the ticket office and check out their pin board. Over here is the ticket office. Let's go in and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Nothing on here that we need. Here's a look at that pin board. Not always seen on here that we need. And we have a pin pad here. Don't see any on here that we need. So the ticket center didn't have any good pins on their pin board either. Everybody over here, I was like, what are they waving at? The characters are over there waving. Goofy, Donald, and Daisy. Pretty cool. We're going to Frontierland. Let's go. Right here is the Buzz Lightyear ride. It's Space Ranger Spin. It got a revamp too. We already did a video where we got on that ride. But let's just see what the wait time is. So on here it says 30 minutes for the wait time. Not bad. We're gonna go in Tomorrowland Launch Depot. Now, I've mentioned this before. This is a Space Mountain gift shop, but it seems like they don't feel that way. It seems like Disney has completely changed it to a Tron theme. Boy, I don't know. Why didn't they just build one for Tron? Right here's the Launch Depot. Let's go in and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Looks like Mickey. There's a couple good ones on here, but nothing that I need. So you exit Space Mountain and you end up in the Tron gift shop. What's up with that? Huh, weird. Check out who I just ran into.
Well, pray there, friends. It's Pin Trading Pastor here. Ran into my buddy Vaughn. I have not recorded in a while. Some of you have reached out on the channel to let me know, that you miss me. I do want to get back to recording content. I do plan on shooting a video soon telling you why I've been absent. There was a death in the family. Just ran into him today. I'm actually just getting out for the first time in a long time at the parks to walk around and have some fun and run into some people, and I'm glad I ran into Vaughn here. So I look forward to making content soon. Watch this man. This man is good. He makes good content. Enjoy his pin trading content, but it's a pleasure to see y'all again.
Nice. Let's go. How cool is that to run into the pin trading pastor? I like that guy. I like that he's all pray there, friends. That's so cool. I love that. All right, so our next pin board is going to be Star Traders. We're going to go in Star Traders and check out their pin board. Right here, Star Traders. Let's go inside and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay. Like that Mickey's kind of cool. He's sitting on a log. All right, I don't see any here that we need. They didn't have any pins that we needed on that pin board. I don't know if anybody needed those, maybe. But Mickey was cool. He was sitting on a log. Obviously, all those are not real pins. Now we're going to go over here to, I wish it was Big Top Circus, but Big Top Circus, they haven't gotten that up yet. I love that Big Top Circus. They say they're going to make it a lot better. We'll see what happens in upcoming months. But we're going to go over here to the Winnie the Pooh ride. That'll be our next one, 100 Acre Goods, and check out that pin board. We made it over here to 100 Acre Goods. We're going to go inside 100 Acre Goods here and check out their pin board. Right here is 100 Acre Goods. Let's go in and check out the pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. All right, not really seeing anything here that we need. 100 Acre Goods didn't have anything on their pin board. Now we're gonna go over here to the guest experience team. Right over here is the guest experience team. We're gonna go over here and look at the pin board. Here's a look at that pin board.
Okay. I was ordered in the tavern of Gaston, and it's the first time I using my
Wow,
debit
that looks like it may have been faked.
for a pin. I don't. Did you? Sorry. Did you set up pin when you?
So we were looking at that chaser pin here at the guest experience team, but I have to say, I think it was fake. Not sure if I've seen one faked yet, but that one didn't feel right. I have the roll, and matter of fact, in my bag, but that one didn't look good. Now we're gonna go over here to be our guest, and sometimes they have a pin board. I don't see it out here. We'll go over here and see if they have their pin board. So be our guest did not have their pin board. We're gonna go over here to Village Gifts, and we're gonna see if they have their pin board. Last time we were over here, they didn't have it. Let's go over here to Village Gifts and look at the pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay. I think that Donald's cute. I think there's anything here that we necessarily need. We're gonna go over here to Sir Mickey's and check out their pin board. Right here's Sir Mickey's. Let's go in and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay. See Russell on there. It's kind of cool. But nothing that we need. It's right here at Sir Mickey's. They didn't have anything on that pin board. Now we're gonna go over here to Fantasy Fair and look at their pin board. Right here's Fantasy Fair. Let's go in and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. High five, Mickey. See, we have a castle. Let's look at this for a minute. Oh, that's good. Let's trade for that. It's right here at Fantasy Fair. You're not gonna believe this one. Check it out. It is the Maleficent Dragon Castle in Disney 2025. Yes, for Disneyland. We don't really get Disneyland ones here. Disneyland Castle and trading it on the board. Yes, that's a win. Let's go. Now we're gonna go down here to Memento Mori's. This is the Haunted Mansion gift shop. Let's go in and check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Alright. I don't see anything on here that I need. Tinkerbell's kind of cool. They didn't have anything on the pin board here at Memento Mori's. Alright, Pin Explorers, check this out. We just did a trivia with a cast member. They had a lanyard, so I didn't film it. But he's all, yeah, I got one that's trivia. I said, okay, what is it? He's all, what's the longest bus here? And I said, it's that one that goes to Magic Kingdom, so the double bus. He's like, okay, how long is it? I said, well, I'm gonna guess and say 60 inches. And he said, that's it, 60 inches long. I was like, yes. So then we got, check it out. So there was a bus question, I guess we picked up the Dalmatian bus. Yeah, pretty cool. We got lucky on that one. And this is a pen that I needed. So the Dalmatian 2026 Hidden Disney pen. Yes. We're gonna go right over here and look at the pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. I like this Mickey. Let's look at it.
Aurora's pretty.
He's pretty cool. I may trade for that one. High five, Mickey.
All right.
I may trade for this one. Put the Evil Queen on there. And let's do the Star Wars pin. We're gonna go over here and look at this pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay. I don't think I see anything on here that we need. They got a lot of their 4th of July merch already out. They have a 4th of July monorail, $14.99. I like this 4th of July bag. It's like the other ones, $50. They do have the license plate, it says America. And they have like the Mickey sweater, but man, it's too hot for this. That'd be cool. How much is it? $59.99. Yeah. Alright, so they are definitely getting ready with all the 4th of July merch. I love it. Now we're going to go across to Main Street Cinema and check out their pin board. Right here's Main Street Cinema. We're going to go outside, check out their pin board. Here's a look at that pin board. Okay, don't see anything on here that we need. Here's a 4th of July Minnie and Mickey. How cool is that? I like that. It is $22.99 because it is 2 pins. That is cool. So I was looking for this pin, Cinderella. I love this pin. It is so pretty. It's right here at Main Street Cinema. We did find a pin I was looking for, and we got it. Look at that. Cinderella pin. That is a wonderful pin. Yeah. I love that pin. So excited to get it. It just recently came out, so that was a good find. Found a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pins. I love this D. I'll trade for Tiana and the D. All right, so we just ran into a pin trading cast member. Yes, we got some good pins. I can't believe it. Check it out. The Disneyland D. So pretty. Look at all the different colors. I love the rainbows. Yes. Yes. I'm so excited about that one. And then we got the Tiana bus. So we got 2 buses today. Yes, let's go. She just happened to wander out onto the street, and I was like, wait a minute. I see some pins. Let me go and see if she has any good ones. And she did. She had good pins. All right, Pin Explorers, these are the pins that we got today. Check it out. I love these pins. We got really good pins. It's gonna be hard to pick which is my favorite. Man, they have Haunted Mansion pins, Mickey pins, bus pins, but I'm gonna have to say this D, this Disneyland D right there. That's gotta be my favorite. And definitely a really rare one to find. And we got the castle one, Disneyland Castle, but sorry, Mickey. No disrespect to Mickey. Now, normally I'd probably pick Mickey, but I've already got him. So for today, it's that D. Yeah, I can't believe we found that. And I almost didn't see it, so we got really lucky on that one. All right, Pin Explorers, that's going to do it for us here at the Magic Kingdom. We got some really good pins today. So, yes, I'm so shocked because normally we don't find really good pins, but today we found good pins. I mean, good pins. I can't believe all the pins that we found. I am so thrilled. Subscribe and the next pin adventure awaits you. The pin boards must be explored, so let's go.